Live. There we go. How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday for some Saturday smoking and some football watching later on.
You titled that?
And what?
Saturday smoking?
I put Saturday Night Smoke.
No, Saturday smoke would have been better.
Saturday Smoke.
Yeah, you
Saturday
fucked up.
Smoking or Saturday Smoke?
Saturday smoking.
Saturday Smoking. So you want Saturday Smoking better than Saturday Night Smoke?
Yeah,
I like Saturday Night Smoke better.
the other one sounds way better.
Guys, when you watch this, because I know you'll get that little bit of beginning that we don't have to really talk about after this. What do you like better, Saturday Smoking or Saturday Night Smoke? I'm gonna go Saturday Night Smoke still.
No,
Hopefully, they're gonna tell us. They're gonna tell us what they think is better. What do you think?
I just said I like Saturday.
I meant like, are you gonna say hello to them?
Oh, I was like, I just literally
You
told
gonna-
you what I like better.
Are you going to, say, hey, what's going on, everybody? Anything?
Well, I was letting you start the show off wrong, so.
What do you call it? Obviously, I started off just right. Richard, how's it going, brother? Checking in from the future with Karen. Hey, hope you're both doing well. UFC fights tonight. No UFC for me tonight. It's
No.
it's
As
college
soon
ball.
as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna go watch the USC game, USC versus Stanford.
Stanford, indeed. I'm guessing SC's gonna take it, but
Yeah,
let's see how it goes.
they're heavily favored. I think they're favored by like 17, 20 points, something like that. But the game I'm watching right now is Texas versus Alabama. Alabama scored another field goal. It is 13-9. Texas is in the lead in the third quarter. So that's good news.
You should smoke Roma Craft when Texas is playing
I should smoke a Roma
because Skip is a big. I know, like,
well, they're both in Austin.
yeah. Oh, he's also a big Longhorns fan. So like that, just for mojo's sake, I think it makes sense in my head. I could be wrong.
Not that we're USC fans. It's just it's a Catholic college and it's here in California. So,
and it's gonna be an entertaining game.
Yeah.
Like even if it is close, which would be awesome, or they blow them out, and I think those are fun games to watch too.
Yeah. When it comes to college football, there's two teams that I go for. It's the Texas Longhorns and Navy Midshipmen. Actually, they got to win today too.
Oh, against who?
They got to win.
University of Hawaii.
No, it was it was a small school.
Was it Foothill High School up here?
Yes.
They played a high school team.
Correct.
Feel better.
Correct.
Because they're not very good. They're not very good. Peter, Richard, how you guys doing? Good to see both of you here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Do me a favor and share this wherever you might want to share it. Just know that well, oh man, I'm not gonna make a joke about it because it's just gonna lead to bad conversation and someone's gonna get their feelings hurt. But I know a couple of you guys have seen the not so great of conversations happening over Pravada or Kevin over at CIGAR Prop.
Yeah, man, that caught me by like surprise, like
because honestly, Kevin is a good guy.
Yeah, I like Kevin.
Kevin does not have ulterior motives. I don't think
no.
So. And I don't think Brian is as crazy as everyone's trying to make him out to be lately. But I just feel like he's on that defensive right now, and I gotta talk to him. I'm gonna give him a call. But
yeah, man, that was super weird.
I got no problem with either of them, and I hope this all can be remedied properly.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of the CIGAR Public articles that are coming out.
One of them said it was supposed to like clear stuff up, and it didn't answer any questions. So when the other articles came out, I didn't even read them. To be honest with you,
it's not my favorite right now.
Yeah, but, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. It's none of my business. I just I like and respect both parties, so I'm not going to get into it. It's
the specific of the situation. I don't want to, but something that was brought up amongst it all, I do want to later on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more general for the entire. The entire industry as a whole.
That's the thing, though. Yeah. The industry is so small.
Fractional of what
we
is actually going on.
We don't need people arguing in it.
It's not helping.
No,
not helping.
Not at all.
Eduardo, you haven't missed much. Don't worry. We are smoking though. I am having the Last Barbarian from Sinistro, and Frankie's having that Mr. Desflorado, also from Sinistro, which the Mr. part should give it away.
And I will be 100% honest. I've had about half a box of these guys since PCA. I am a big fan of the Rose Gold on Black.
Heck yeah.
And this is an early front runner for Cigar of the Year, you guys.
Easily.
If you guys have not yet tried it, absolutely try it. Every year, James asks us, why don't I get Cigar of the Year? Why don't I get Cigar of the Year? It's like, that'd be like giving ourselves Cigar of the Year or giving one of our sponsors, which I guess we have already, now that he's a sponsor. Um,
I mean, technically, yeah,
twice.
James has gotten cigar of the year before
No,
for the Last Cowboy.
no.
Yeah. Well, that was when we were doing separate lists.
Yeah.
That was mine. Okay. Whatever.
But I feel that this time it's just too good of a cigar not to at least having the conversation of minimum. You're gonna see this, I think, first, second, or third. I mean, honestly, you guys, I've enjoyed the cigar so much. Even at the show when I first lit it up, I was like, "Wow,
Oh, it's good.
this is really
So
good."
good.
And again, I will be honest, I've only had in the Robusto size. So, Mike, you want to give people some specs?
As of right now, the Robusto is what you are looking at for size. I want to say there might be a Toro as well, but you're looking at a Desperado, Connecticut, African Cameroon binder, Dominican, Colombian, and Nicaraguan fillers coming out of the Dominican where it is made. As far as my cigar goes, the Last Barbarian, which is a bit older, maybe like 2 years now, I think, on the market.
Yeah, actually, it was ready 2 years ago, but I believe it debuted last year at PCA.
Yeah. But it is a Dominican Maduro with a Cameroon binder. Dominican Lajero is the only filler I'm seeing on here, and it does have a Robusto and Toro offering. I am going for that Robusto right now, and it is a bit heavy. It's obviously heavier than Desperado, but it's amazing. Go back to these comments real quick. Richard smoking on that Lucky You. Excellent call, brother. In the beginning, the interview with Kevin and Brian, Kevin accused him of scheming. Everyone schemes. We all have plans and schemes. I got plots. I've got hoodwinks. And
yeah, but it was in a negative
it's
way.
not the best.
Yeah, so man, I don't know. I guess this all came about because him and Lou Liga, I guess, split ways, and
yeah,
the way that came up was so
out of nowhere
confusing. I mean, at first he's all like, I'm referring to Lou. I'm no longer a PCA store. I'm no longer a Pravada. A Pravada store, whatever. And it seemed like there was like an issue with them. And then he comes out a little bit later, says, "Oh, we split amicably. There's no hard feelings, whatever." And a little bit later, it seems like he's talking negatively about them again. It was so confusing. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But aside from that, like I think Eduardo mentioned, it's a 2-hour interview, so there's plenty of time to get his point across. Give him a very large platform to talk, and plenty of time to do so. So it's not like Brian didn't have a chance to say his side of the story. And you know what? It might be a hard question, and it might be not a nice question if you're asking like that, but it's a truthful question. It's just honest,
Yeah.
and you can give an honest answer to it, Hey, John, checking in over on YouTube. Package will be posted. Awesome, excellent. Okay, awesome.
I think please do. Anytime you guys get a package, please post a picture, or you guys can send it to me and I'll post it. Either way.
The Last Barbarian is absolutely fire. Absolutely love it. They made a joke about his song and the perception of him in the business by some. I haven't heard the song, so I got to go back and watch. I was gonna go watch when I had time to, because it's a long 2 hours, so it takes a while. But then I see the article come out and all this conversation, like now I really have to sit in there and pay attention. I don't know. For a while, that article, Cigar Public, was way off base. That's what I'm saying, Peter. I don't agree with that. And the title of it being, I believe it was disrespect and something else in the industry, and I gotta fully disagree with that. I think most people understand that are working that it's small. We're looking at 3% of the population who smoke. Less than half of that are regular smokers, as far as what you and I would consider ourselves out there. So there's not much room for bickering and behind the back dealings like that.
Yeah,
it's not what it is. Bakersfield, gentlemen, bamboozled. Yes, there is also bean boozle, but that was not our invention. That is something that kids really love.
Yeah,
whole different story. A little touch up on this side. Sorry.
Anyway, so getting past that, you guys. For those of you guys that do watch football, Thursday we had a huge surprise and an upset. I know we were both pulling for it, and we got our wish. The Chiefs lost to the Lions. Nobody saw that coming. That was like another Colorado TCU game right there, because nobody saw that coming.
Don't care. I was so happy.
Yeah, I was ecstatic. I was super happy. That was awesome. So That's pretty cool.
Whenever I know you guys do. Yeah, I just Frank. Yeah, I know you guys post those stuff out there. No problem. And just another reminder. The same way I say every time, like, hey, please share this. I know you guys share it. I don't have to keep reminding you. I apologize, but one of those things that they tell you to do, like I have to read these articles and videos on marketing for social media all the time. And they think, oh, you have to ask every time. You have to ask, or else no one's gonna do it. I know you guys do. I don't need to ask you like I'm asking for coins and a cup. I appreciate your guys' help, but we're still gonna keep asking either way, just in case someone new is thinking about it. Maybe we can coerce them into helping share and whatnot. But either way, I do appreciate you guys posting all that stuff. Whether it's something that we've sent you or you've gotten from us, or if it's just a cigar that you really like and want more conversation about on the group, because the group's growing a lot, so that's always helpful too. Whatever you guys want to talk about, if you post it in there or send it to us, it is a big help. I'm just getting buried in messages lately.
And if you guys are in the group chat, instant messenger chat, I now have the ability to kick people out that are obviously scammers or whatever. So I've kicked a few people out already. If you guys have any more issues with anybody else in the group, please let me know, and then we'll take care of them right away.
Mm-hmm. The sadder part is that people in the community stir up the fire. I think there wasn't 50 plus comments picking a side. Things wouldn't get so crazy. I said it once, I'll say it again. Gosh dang it. Social media is one of the biggest contributors to division in society. That goes across the board, absolutely. When we could really use it to bring stuff together, like when Facebook was running commercials for Facebook, not just for like Meta and stuff. Like, oh, you can connect with people who also like Middle Eastern philosophy while bike riding, and they had like weird groups for like cat or people who knit for their cats, but only on Tuesdays. You can find a whole bunch of people here who do that, because half of the people who use the internet have a Facebook page. That's how many users to internet connectivity there is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I want to say it was like 4 billion people have access to the internet on a regular basis. At least half of them, or enough accounts where half of the people in the world have a Facebook. There could be a great opportunity to connect with everybody, but we don't do it that way very often.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sad. Rich, how you doing, brother? I watched the interview. Brian was backpedaling. Oh no, here's the comment. There we go. In the sales business, the sale usually doesn't happen until the fifth time. Keep saying yes, absolutely yes, and I think those numbers are even worse online with these situations. Fifth time, maybe. I think for us, I think it's like supposed to be 10 or 11 is what I've told, because they have full breakdowns and scientific backing to this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Research studies, questionnaires, people polling, which you got to go into the polling that I did earlier too for the group. But yeah, never stop asking. Never stop.
Commissioners, join us. How you doing, brother?
What is up? And you guys use social media to make things better. I actually use it for evil. I have created several pages that have promoted just so much division in the world. You guys don't know about them, but one of them is anti-Tylenol.
Mm-hmm.
Big Tylenol is really taking down the country. One of them is, I believe, anti-safe practices in the farming industry. I want more dangerous practices in the farming industry.
I want experimental practices.
See, that's another good word, but I would have one that's anti-experimental, so they have to go back to the way we used to do things. No metal fences. You have to make them out of wood and not even properly cut. Like, I'm talking branches you stick in the ground like you see in old movies. That is how divisive I want to be. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Sorry. You guys should start a cats and knitters group. I don't know how to knit, and I definitely don't know how to be a cat. So it's over my head. It's too much knowledge to learn. I feel like I am failing you guys with the knowledge that I should have. So I got to keep learning. I've been trying. I've been getting more books in.
As you guys know, we are less than a week away from Stogie Fest. Stogie Fest will take place this coming Thursday at 5 p.m. over at Casa Tequila. Tickets are $40 right now. I don't know if that's going to go up at the door to $50. But if you guys get your tickets now, it's only $40, and it's gonna be a great night. So if you guys are in the area and you guys are available to come to it, make sure you get your tickets and you do that because it is gonna be a fun night.
Yes, very excited about that. We didn't do one last year, I don't think.
No.
It was the year before that, or even the year before that we had the last one. It's been at least a year in between. And man, it's something that I've missed here in town. Because there's a couple of events. There's not a plenty. I should take that back. But
William, Dennis, how you guys doing?
Good to see you. There's a couple of cigar events in town, but I would like more. And I think we have the capacity and the numbers and the number of smokers in town to have more. You know, there's a couple of.
I will say though, they're pricey. And that's the thing I like about Stogie Fest. $40 isn't too much, you know. It covers the drink and the food, basically, which leaves you money to actually buy stuff because this is a buyer's event.
Yes.
I don't know if the other ones are. They may be, but spending $70 to $125 just to get in,
not my.
I can't see that being feasible. And then spending more money on top of that to buy cigars. It's just,
you know, it'd be cool if I don't know how this would work because that's like you have to hit a certain number. Like if you shop with the same store, like you hit a certain number every year, you get invited to an event. But then that number could be ridiculous, or it could be not enough to actually cover the event. So you just lose money as a store, and I wouldn't want to put that on anybody. Or the number would be too high. Like why would I spend $2,000 over the year with you just to get invited to a dinner? That sounds ridiculous too in my head. So okay, never mind. I backpedal my idea. I'm thinking.
Ed, Tim, thank you guys for joining us.
Good to see you.
But yeah, so this coming Thursday, you guys Stogie Fest taking place at Casa Tequila. Get your tickets over at Cigars and More on Rosedale Highway for $40. You know, bring a friend, bring a couple friends. It's gonna be a great time.
It will be. Oliva, Drew Estates, and ourselves will be there as far as deals going. And I think I think you're gonna find some good deals there. I can't do any online deals as far as Oliva or Drew Estate goes. Maybe I can ask Manny and Kara for some swag we can do a giveaway with. If they have anything extra, maybe. But we can do online deals for us. So I hope you guys will appreciate that. At least I apologize I can't do more than that because they also have some. You're talking about a bunch of amazing cigars and 2 lineups right there. Oliva, as far as the Series V line, sure, great. You also have the nubs. Then you have their flavored. If you know you're into that stuff, that's totally still an option. You have the G, the O, the 135, which is still technically part of the V series, but it is anniversary stick, so something to think about. You've got what is the one with the Saison?
Yeah,
Saison, is that how you pronounce that? The Saison's a really good one too. And then obviously Drew Estate. I won't even try to list them all out right now. Because that's a whole other can of worms. So plenty of great cigars there. If you could have added in another company, even if it's not in the humidor right now, do you think you could pick one? I could pick 6 easily. Obviously, I'm looking at.
Yeah. I was like, I probably would have added Artesano del Tobacco just because since the El Pulpo came out, we've ordered over and over, at least a couple boxes now.
Very
so,
steady.
Adding them. Or maybe Aganorsa. Aganorsa is also very popular up here. Adding either of those would have been fine to me.
Room 101, 14th anniversary for John right now. That's Room 101 would be fine too. That would be a good one to add.
Then that would be Forged.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you can. So you have quite a few things in that lineup. That would include Alec Bradley now, right? No. Oh yeah. Rich, Frankie does cheat at fantasy, so don't worry about it.
I'd like to say I've not made a single trade this year. I've only picked up a couple of people off the waiver wire, and I've substituted my tight end because my other tight end is out for the week. And I'll put this question to people. I've been called a cheater by this man. Can you really take a man seriously who would eat his son's burrito? I mean, this is what I picture. I picture his son was like, oh, I'm not hungry right now, but I can't drive anywhere. I don't have a license or anything, so I can't get food later. I'm going to put my burrito in the fridge. And then I see Rich walking out of his room for some reason with devil horns. And he goes into the fridge where the burrito's labeled with his son's name on it. And, you know, Rich has the ability to go get other food. And he says no. And he begins to heat it up in the microwave. And he's eating it over his son as his son lies asleep on the couch. and drops a little rice on him and laughs about it. Can you really take that man seriously? That's what I ask you.
I don't even know how to respond to any of that. I'm going to go to this comment over here. The Fu Manchu from Punch, yes, and it is delicious. The entire lineup of Chinese cuisine-based cigars from Punch is probably my favorite thing Punch does. The Diablo, is it Diablo?
That's not one of those.
No, it's not one of those, but that is Punch, right?
Yeah.
Because they have the short little guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are really good too. But the takeout series, I don't know what you call it. I forget the proper name for it. The Chinese takeout series.
Yeah.
I have loved them since I.
We have the big pack that has all of them in it. Remember?
Yeah. But I started with the takeout boxes of the Kung. No, it's the egg roll. The egg roll, and you get like 20 in there. I think maybe 25, and it comes in one of those takeout containers, and that really saved my bacon during the pandemic because I was going crazy. I had like one of those every morning for a month straight. Oh, but the Fu Manchu, the Kung Pao, the egg roll, something else. There's another one, Pad Thai maybe. I don't remember. I know that's Thai food, but I think it's just part of the names. Gosh dang it, there is another one. I will figure it out. Richard got a black in the TP pack, saving that for a special occasion. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good cigar. And,
yes, it is.
Chop Suey. There we go.
Chop Suey. Richard's talking about the Rich Rodriguez
West Tampa.
West Tampa. Thank you.
Which one? Which one are you smoking?
He had it when he was gone. He sent me a picture and asked
okay.
if we had it in the shop. I told him no. I said we don't carry those.
Not yet, at least.
But yeah, I remember having that cigar when we were in Tampa, over at
the
Grand Cathedral.
Yeah. I gotta touch this up. I don't know what is going on. Just a little right here. It's the same side. Refusing to burn properly. There we go.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
But for those, because we've talked about the Last Barbarian before, so we have more time with it.
It comes in two wrappers. It comes in the Connecticut and the Maduro, right?
That's the Last Cowboy does that.
The Barbarian has a different wrapper too.
I would like to say no to that. I'm pretty sure.
Double check.
I'll look that up. I will look that up because I want to say that is the Last Barbarian or the Last Cowboy you're thinking of, which has that Connecticut tip to it
with the Candela foot.
That's right. Yeah, Candela foot.
Yeah.
The Connecticut with the Candela foot. You're right.
I could have swore the Barbarian came in too.
A Super Ligero Medio Tempo. Smoke's gonna full body. I don't see any. Usually there'll be a link to it somewhere near. I'll look it up more later. I want to keep talking to you guys.
For sure. Yeah, I could have swore it came in two wrappers. Anybody else in the comments know? Let me know, or if I'm crazy, let me know in the comments also.
But it is a decently heavy cigar. I don't think it's their strongest in the lineup, but it definitely has some heft to it. Plenty of great flavors. I mean,
no, their strongest cigar he said was a Connecticut, the one that they made. I forget which one it was.
For Sinistro?
Yeah, because he was talking to a guy making a sale at PCA. He's like, "Oh, this one looks strong, but this one's stronger."
The White, Mr. White?
No. I've had Jake White cigars. Know the guys that make them. Nice guys. They own a shop down in Little Gun and a Gill.
Yep. Gerard, the whole team is cool. Yeah, great people.
Got a chance to go down to their not their factory, but their warehouse, which is really, really nice. And great guys. I don't smoke as often as I'd like to. They're a little more expensive to me. The price range is a little up there. I think here in California they start about $16, $17 and go up from there.
Oh, well, except for the one, probably my favorite out of them, actually, the lithiums, I think are at $10 range. But they come in those 5 packs at least, and they have the lithium volume 2 or Redux, and that's some pretty good stuff too. So don't skimp on those lithiums. There is no lithium in.
Chris, where you been, man? I messaged you to ask you about the what was it? Poker tournament. Poker night. We wanted to go up there and do the show from there, but I never heard back from you. So we stayed here in town.
We have a buddy over there too right now, right?
Harold J, thank you guys for joining us.
Cool. There were 10 in Wisconsin. 10. Wait, 10. 10 what?
$10.
Oh, they were 10 in Wisconsin. I was like, there were 10 what in Wisconsin? I'm dumb. Sorry. I found King Solomon that I got at a shop in New Orleans, and I might save that one too. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, sometimes when you find those rarities or ones that you've been looking for, even if it's not super rare,
Yeah.
but you've been hunting for it, he's like, I want to say this for a special occasion. I would keep that. What would be a good rule of thumb here? Think on hard on this one. Don't just shout out a number. At a certain point, special occasions all of a sudden are going to add up to where something could happen, and then you don't smoke any of them. You're saving an entire humidor worth. Like we have that one up there, which we do smoke out of.
There's one cigar I'm never going to smoke.
What the?
I'm never going to smoke it. I want to be buried with it.
Which one?
It is my my PDR. Yeah. Just because it's it's the small one. It's like a 3-inch cigar, but they labeled it as 6x60 or 7x70.
Something ridiculous.
And I was reading, I was like, this is not a 7x70. So it's just hilarious to me. So I'm never gonna smoke it. I'm just going to keep it forever.
Yeah.
I don't care if it dries out. I just want to be buried with it because it's hilarious.
Yeah. But how many cigars do you think you should save for special occasions? And then at what point, like, kind of rotate them out a little bit and make sure you smoke those ones so you don't miss out on that opportunity to smoke the cigars you want?
You know, that's really going to be up to the person. Some people have more things to celebrate than others, which I understand, you know.
Are you saying that because I don't celebrate things?
No, some people they financially have more access to stuff that they can get to save if they want to. Whereas we know people that they don't even own a humidor because they just buy one cigar whenever they're going to smoke it because that's all they can afford. So they can't really save a cigar for a special occasion, which is fine.
It's all right.
You know? So I really think it's up to the person. I myself, there's only one cigar right now that I'm saving for a special occasion, and that's the light blue Camacho or the sky blue Camacho. And that's not even for me to smoke.
That's not, that's for Benj.
So
our buddy Benjamin just kind of looked to our stuff and he's like, I want that.
Sure. I mean, I do have a few boxes in there that I'm aging, but I do intend to smoke those.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, God forbid something happens and you didn't smoke any of the ones you've been saving. That would suck.
Shit.
I would be super sad. Like, I think it was on Cigar Authority's podcast. They're talking about that. Like, I'm going to be very bummed if one day I inherit part of your collection and I knew you would have loved some of these cigars. And I was like, God,
why do you want to make us sad, bro?
It's not sad. It's the truth. How long is too long to save one? I don't think that's a thing. You know, as long as you're keeping them properly humidified, you can keep one for as long as you like. But the idea of too many saved is my point. Because then all of a sudden you're having humidors that are just for show and for a museum, basically. And if you like to collect better than smoke, cool on you. That's fine. That is your prerogative. But for those smokers out there, I know you guys are, smoke them. Smoke them and enjoy them. You being alive is enough of a celebration, and I'm happy to have you guys around. Archie, what up, big dogs? What cigar would you choose to smoke if you won the lotto? I would smoke. Oh my gosh. Oh god, this is a hard one. I would crack open one of the last packs of Volume 1s I have. I think I have 2 packs. So I'd crack open a Volume 1 of California Dreamin'. Yeah, I had a weird dream that I won. I had no idea how much I won, but it was enough where certain family members are like, well, you can afford to buy me this house. And I was like, can I? Like, I didn't realize how much I'd won, but it was substantial.
Yeah.
And that was that should have been a moment for California Dreamin'. Blue Camacho, full medium flavor. It is going to be a more medium.
Yeah.
It is. Oh gosh, I don't remember the name.
Yeah, Ecuador.
It's an Ecuadorian.
Yeah, it's the Ecuadorian one.
So that
it says Camacho Ecuador on it.
Oh, okay. I was like, that is the blue band. Yeah. Okay. And it's just this is a particular one. These came in a tube. They don't sell them all in tubes. You don't have to worry about that.
He just liked it because it looked cool.
He liked the blue, and he was like 12 at the time. No, he was like 10.
Yeah.
So we just kept in the humidor ever since. So when he's 21, boom. Or if we happen to go on a cruise when he's 18, boom.
Or if he joins the military, I'll let him have it at 18 also.
Yeah, because that's a dumb rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, well, I don't want to go into that too
Rick,
much.
thank you for joining us. That's like having millions of dollars and not spending it. You know, people like to have collections. You know, and if there's just happen to be a cigar collection, so be it. You know, I don't know.
I agree with Rich. Just smoke them when you got them. You know, there are definitely ideas to save. Totally agree with that. I like what Mitch does with his sons, one on his birthdays, and he has got one left for him and his son, when the time comes. I think that's
Mhm.
awesome. But past that, you know, oh, I got one saved for Christmas coming up. Cool. I don't try not to think too much, like just when I know the moment's right, it's gonna come to me. No, just smoke it. You deserve it.
I'm not worried about it, Archie, because I actually keep my aging cigars in a coolador, which is right over here in the club. So no one really has access to it except for us, because here at the club, nobody goes into somebody else's stuff and grabs anything. So
Who are newbies?
I'm not really worried about it. I've got about 6 or 7 boxes, I think, of stuff that I'm aging right now. Um, so it's in with those, and then we have a bunch of the oh geez, the coffins for the
Liberty series.
Liberty series, because our buddy gives those out every once in a while. So I always stash those, and a couple of soccer coffins as well. Those are in there.
Yeah.
So those are aging as well. So
Big.
yeah, all the aging stuff is in there. And on top of it, I keep a couple bags like this of cigars from the sponsors. So we get those for the show.
Yeah, big shout out to Sokka and to Jeremy for
Yeah.
those coffins, by the way. Yes, Richard, I got to go pick them up on Monday or Tuesday whenever he's free. Finally have the shirts done. They're here. I'm so sorry it's taken so long, but the shirts are done. So I will send everything together. Cannot wait to see everyone else wear that too, because Work Hard Supply Company, friggin' awesome shirts. Check them out on Instagram.
Mhm.
Unbelievably cool. A friend of mine's dad passed away, and he had 1,000 cigars, some from 2015, never opened the boxes. Son had to sell them all. Oof, that's rough.
Wow.
I hope he kept a couple, you know, just in remembrance. Like maybe he's not a smoker, but just to keep them.
Mhm.
Like when our grandpa passed, this was decades ago at this point. He had some geodes in the backyard, just some rocks with some crystals in them. Nothing fancy. I don't even think they're worth anything. But I just wanted them, and Grandma let me have them, and I still have those. And I don't use them. It's not like I decorate my house with crystals. They're in a box right now, but I know where they're at. I know they're in my storage, and I know that I'm glad to have them. Some stuff like that too. That's a whole other reason to keep something. Like cigars included in that category.
We also got the Jesus picture after Grandma passed away.
That was more of a mission.
I went on ninja style on that one. Miguel played distraction while I took that off the wall.
Your godfather let us have it. What are you talking about?
Still ninja mission.
I was talking to him while we were like, okay, Frankie's gonna take care of that. You weren't sneaking around the house.
I was also thinking, don't be suspicious the whole time.
Be suspicious. What are your thoughts on the Kansas Lions game?
Loved it.
So happy that they lost.
So right now, as it stands, the Lions are in first place in the NFL, and the Chiefs are in dead last.
Mahomes has the worst percentages of interceptions
in
for the year, for the entire year right now. So hopefully that stays as is for the rest of this week.
Peter, honestly, I haven't been keeping up with the UFC. There's not a whole lot of fighters that I know their names anymore that I have vested time in. Not like when like Cody Garbrandt and Uriah Faber were fighting. It's way not like a long time ago when we still had like Chuck Liddell and Tito fighting. It just, to me, I just haven't really kept up with a lot of the fighters. So there's not a whole lot of like urgency for me to watch it. I'll watch the recaps on YouTube or catch it on ESPN.
Yeah.
But I just don't know too many of the fighters anymore to where it's like, oh yeah, I gotta watch it.
I would say this though, that it seems like they're just getting more and more talented, so that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
When I do catch a fight, it's not really because I know them or because I have any vested interest. It's just because they're really good at what they do. Friggin' talented for days.
Yeah.
And but yeah, there's no fighter that I really want to follow. Like I was a big McGregor fan when he was first starting, and when he finally got the double belts and whatnot. But then he went crazy, and I just like, nah, I can't follow this guy anymore. He's being a douche.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, you know, Cain Velasquez. I was a huge Cain Velasquez fan. Johnny Hendricks, Johnny Big Rig. Even though his reign was pretty dang short, it was like three title defenses tops, I think. And
Too much hot yoga.
Too much hot yoga. It really was. He looked so shrunken. Like he was doing something completely different. Like, oh, my cardio's better, but his body just wasn't the same. He was just like he looked like he was training for an ultra marathon, not fighting. And I was super disappointed because I saw who was that knockout against? Like the first 40 seconds of round one. I'll go back and think about it. But so I was like one of my very favorite fighters just after that fight. Like, and when he fought GSP, I thought he won. I thought he destroyed that dude. And when they gave it to him, I was pissed. Oh, whatever.
I do want to thank everybody that voted for me in my picture matchup against Melanie. I do appreciate that, you guys. If you guys have not yet voted, you can go to Instagram or Facebook and get the picture of me versus Melanie.
Yeah, make him feel better about himself.
Bob, how you doing? Thank you for joining us.
I'll have to talk to you later, Peter, then about some fighters to watch. Give me some names, and I'll think about getting back in there and following some more because it's a great sport. Still.
Yeah, I mean, I watch them sometimes where like the free fights are on or whatever, or the prelims, and I can have a chance to catch them.
Were you here when me and Mike were watching the bare knuckle fights? You watched a couple of those with us, right?
Yeah.
Over on oh my goodness. I think they have their own app. Never mind. I think it's called Bare Knuckle Championships, and those are some great fights. It's all stand-up boxing. Some real dominant fighters in there, and then some of them look like probably shouldn't be fighting like that.
Bob, Richard, thanks for joining us.
Hey, good to see you. Good to see you.
Have you seen this other one where they put these two dudes in an English, like old school telephone booth,
and they just start wailing,
and they just say "go"?
Yeah, I've seen that. That one hurts my head because I've seen them put a little guy and a huge dude.
Yeah,
and it's like you're gonna kill him. Like, what is going on? Or two ladies will throw in there, and it looks like they just found two models who are willing to punch each other. Like, very pretty. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but not the best. Not good for safety. I guess no fights are though.
Yeah, so. I just thought that was the funniest thing ever because they had this dude, tall, lanky, skinny guy with like these long arms.
Yeah.
And then a super round dude with stubby arms, and like neither one could get a good punch in.
No, how could you? Oh, yeah, definitely. If there's strategy in there, I don't understand it, but I'm sure they've been planning for months and training hard for those fights. Anyway, you had I think I cut you off before you're going to go into your next point, but are you ready for?
Yeah, so guys, we want to get some more traction on the Instagram with some more likes and whatnot. So, out of curiosity, what type of pictures do you like to see best? I mean, obviously, we're going to include cigars or alcohol or something interesting in the pictures, but you know, what is it that catches your attention? Do you like just a single shot of the cigar? Do you like something set up? Do you like a professional picture? I mean, what makes you stop and like a cigar picture? Honestly, what about a picture do you guys actually like?
Shut off.
They're good. Well, so as you can see, we got 4 cigars here. The top left is the Opus I smoked last night. You know, I kind of like it. It just clean, shows a cigar. Opposite, obviously, we have Jessica. This is a professional one that Miguel did. Wow, thank you, Peter.
More pictures of Reagan.
The bottom left is one that we took in Vegas. I thought it was a really good shot. That's why I really like that one. And then to the right of that one is just a cigar just resting on the table with our logo on the corner.
Yeah. Got it's this table we're on right now.
Yeah. What would catch your eye? And I mean, the one with me in it doesn't really show off the cigar as much, but I still think it's a really good picture.
Yeah, the photographer was on point. Did a wonderful job. Very balanced. It's good background to it. Good color, but you know, whatever. That Vegas picture is the best. Upper left.
So the one you like, the one that just shows a cigar off, just holding it.
And upper right, understandable. Again, Jessica's gorgeous and whatnot. That's a whole different appeal right there.
Oh no, I mean, if that's what people like to see, then we'll definitely get some more models in the mix and have them do it.
I'm fine with that, but I also very much I'm like with Eduardo, the Vegas picture. I think I love being able to set up stuff like that. Maybe put someone else in there though. You know, better chair or a better person in the chair and whatever.
Yes.
Frankie in a onesie. Oh yes, of course we could do that. The model is Frankie.
There are plus size models, Peter. Thank you very much.
Hey Lizzo, great body positivity.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have you on the cover of Sports Illustrated now. You know what's gonna happen?
Yep.
I don't like that idea. I didn't like it when they had Charlotte Flair on there. So you know, whatever. I like different pictures. The same gets boring. Yeah, I get that. That definitely makes sense. Switching it up, just at the moment of, you know, with the opus, you know, just being out on the patio, you know, sitting on the porch, wherever you're at, take a picture. That's why I love seeing when you guys post stuff in the, what do you call it? Plus.
Thank you, Peter.
That was good stuff. That was solid. And then of course I love working with models too, though, because they all have some really good talent. They know what they're doing to pose and to show off products better. And then we can add in some themes to that as well. Doesn't work so well in Vegas. You can't take that same picture with Jessica in a bar in Vegas or in pretty much any bar. It's very difficult. The thing is that we no sex sells, but cigar pictures that remind me of relaxing or hanging with my friends mean more. Definitely get that as well.
I actually have an idea for a picture I want to take. Talk to you about it after the show.
Okay, so you want a little surprise for them?
Yeah.
How about some of your viewers with their creativity? Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I definitely think we could. If it would be cool, we should put that in the caveat. Like, can we post some of the best Ash contest pictures to the Instagram if that's okay with everyone? We tag them in it. Obviously, I can do the same on Twitter. I think that would be really good.
I like that idea.
Yeah, Rich, thank you. And I agree with Eduardo about reminding you of, you know, relaxation and, you know, your good times with your buddies. Because I'm gonna be honest right now, I've never been hanging out with the pretty girl and like, man, she'd be a lot better if she had a cigar right now. Like,
I have.
I think it's like, especially in certain situations, I don't want fire involved.
I want it involved.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not that kind of guy.
Instead of wax, you drop a little ash on her back.
Yeah. Anyway, Richard, how about some at the Moonlight and Bunny Ranch? I don't know about that. Shit, what was that joke on 30 Rock? He owns a chicken ranch outside of Nevada. What? He thought he was buying a whorehouse.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But just keep your shirt on. I agree with that as well. Most people, a little burn on the butt. Yeah, see, I'm avoiding that. I would like to avoid all that. I'm not into that stuff.
It's amateur.
I'm okay with that. I am definitely okay with that. I don't need any kind of burns.
Anyways, that's the deal for us, you guys. We got to get over to shop and get some good seats for this USC Stanford game. Don't forget, we'll see you guys Monday. Oh wait, Monday Night Football. Shit, we're going during Monday Night Football.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got to figure this out.
Yeah. Blame Miguel, you guys, in his new schedule.
Blame Frankie.
But we'll figure something out. We'll definitely go live on Monday. We'll talk fantasy football, see how you guys did, and if you're close to winning or not. We'll know obviously after Monday's game is over.
We did the take a screenshot and send it to Frankie on Instagram to follow any of the sponsors. You can also include Twitter on there. We're on there. It's just Bako Gent, same as always, or the Bakersfield Gentleman. You can find us either way. If you follow us, take a screenshot, send it to Frankie over on Instagram. We'll have another wheel for you at the end of the month.
Yep.
Same goes for Apostate, Artista, Family by Loyalty, Kiki Momo, Arsenal del Tobacco. I said Artista, right? Yeah, that's Artista. And Cigar Heritage Festival. And GTO. I said GTO. Okay, I want to make sure I said everybody. Don't want to forget anyone.
Yeah, if they have a Twitter and you guys follow it, screenshot it, let me know.
Yeah.
We're going to do another wheel for that because we do celebrate our 7th year anniversary end of the month. So get those birthdays in, get those best Ash pictures in. Yeah. You're not going to want to miss out on that show, you guys. It's going to be fantastic.
100%. 100%. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this Saturday. We will see you Monday somehow, some way. It will happen. And, yeah, have a great rest of your weekend, guys.
We'll see you guys.